All right, what's up, YouTube? Henry Chung Fitness here. We are here on stage 2, Zwift Unlocked, doing another Zwift race, this time as a Cat A. I believe my Zwift racing score was about 516 here, so I'm up in this category, 510 to 650 for the Zwift's racing score. And here we are. I believe it was 8 a.m. and we're off to an early start for this race. And as you know, I am a new father, so it's been pretty interesting trying to navigate parenthood while trying to maintain my fitness, but nevertheless, I'm here racing, enjoying the scene. Okay, so yeah, here we are. We're heading out, and I think we're a group of almost, I forget how many people there were, about 20 to 30. Anyhow, this is my very first Zwift race in Cat A, and as you can see, there's already someone who let off early on in the race. But my goal for this is basically just to maintain my power and try to stay with the big group as long as possible. So we'll go ahead and fast forward some of this. Don't ask what I'm doing here at 2:07. Doing some dancing, but this is how I get ready for my Zwift races. Now, my heart rate monitor was not charged, so it will cut out in a couple of seconds. Do you consider this cheating? Let me know in the comments below. Technically, you do need a heart rate monitor to do these races and have legitimate results, especially for Zwift Power, so it is what it is. On to the next one. Okay, so I will highlight that anytime you come up to these arches, whether they're green, the Zwift unlocked ones, or etc., I try to get a power up, and you know what? I actually try to hold that power up till the next one so that I can kind of double stack it. Not sure if that actually helps me or not, but it gives me, it just allows me to have two power-ups in my back pocket. Now we're pretty much closing in on the rest of the early group, as some of these riders try to lead off and try to catch the lead out guy, and I believe we do end up catching up to him or her, but nevertheless, we're in this little bunch. And as you can see, I'm putting about 350 watts right now, trying to hang on and trying to catch up to the lead group. I don't want to be dropped, so whether I did the right move or not, I am still learning, but I do catch up to this group. Whoa, what was that? Not sure what happened there. But yeah, we caught up to the lead group, and now we're dropping our power to about 240, 220. And so far averaged 272 watts, 4 minutes in, 4.5 minutes in. My last FTP test that I did, I believe I was 270 or so, 270 watts. But yeah, I'm about 77 kilograms, so that's my Zwift FTP. Now everyone has caught up, and we're trying to, make our way through this race. I'm running about 96, anywhere between 95 to 100 RPM usually. A bit on the high side, but I'm trying to reduce my cadence to an average of 90 RPM. But yeah, mostly just trying to stay with this group. Once again, someone has let off once again, so let's hang tight and see where we go. 7 minutes 27 seconds. I will say this course was quite interesting. It was a lot of fun, a lot of different terrain, a lot of different things to see. I mean, not that I'm focusing on all of that stuff while I'm racing, but nevertheless, a pretty cool course. So 8 minutes in, and I do see that the course it's slightly on a decline. So I'm just trying to ride the wave and keep my pace with the group. Now this is my very first Cat A race, as I mentioned, so I knew that it'd be a bit more difficult to try to hold on compared to my former B and C races. So you can see that I keep looking over to my left, mostly because my baby is sleeping, and I'm waving to my baby. But yeah, doing Zwift races in the morning with the baby is pretty interesting. I tend not to wake her up until it's her wake up time. So, 8 a.m., that's pretty much around when she wakes up. And Shannon is gonna go feed her. But enough of that. We're riding into this. Who knows? Maybe one day my baby will join the Zwift races as well. That will be really, really cool and really fun as well. So we'll fast forward a bit. All right, so 10 minutes 19 in. There's this slight incline here that we have to get over, and I'm averaging about 350 to 400 watts. I know that everyone else is uh, putting down the power because no one wants to get dropped on this. We do see the lead guy up there, El Clogan. He's 8 seconds ahead, popping 5.1 watts per kilos, dusting us like it's no tomorrow. But yeah, this is hard. This is difficult. It's not that much of an incline, but I know that this Cat A is next level. They're really putting down the power, so it's definitely new territory for me, going from Cat C, B, all the way to Cat A now. Yeah, the racers here are next level. They definitely know when to put down the power and when to kind of settle in. Their pacing is much better and their power is definitely much stronger. All right, so 12 minutes 18. We're really closing in on the lead guys here, 2 seconds behind, 2 and 1 seconds. And yeah, we're just working well as a group. Staying in that group really helps to, kind of reduce your power output because you get that aero advantage. Just like the real Peloton, right? Not that I have any experience, but here we are, and we should catch them at any moment. But yeah, they're definitely still working. But stay with the group. I would highly suggest you do some group rides just to see the group dynamics, whether you trail off at the end and you try to catch them from behind. That seems to be some of the best ways to kind of understand the group riding dynamics. And yep, here we've caught them up, and we'll settle in as we get to this incline here. All right, 13:45. So we're starting to come up on this incline, and it's quite a long incline. Um, but you can see the orange, yellow, and blue stages here. I know that it's long, so we're all going to struggle significantly. Um, I'm getting up uh, out of the saddle here for the orange parts, but I know that you can see the sweat just beating down my face. But yeah, these guys are 8.8 watts, 9 watts per kilogram. What in the world? Like, these guys are really putting down the power. See, I'm just trying to stay with the main group. I know that I have to hold on for a long time, so I'm just really trying my best to conserve my energy because I know that the climb is long. I still haven't used my power up here, but you can see a few of them have used their power up. The feather for lightweight, and also I forget the truck. But yeah, anyways, these power-ups definitely come in handy, and I will be using them shortly. But I do see that there's this flat up coming up ahead, this blue, and it really helps to kind of give me a tiny bit of break, not long, but it gives me a bit of room for breathing. You can see the watts there. So we passed the flat part, and yeah, we're trying to catch the two main guys up ahead. But yeah, this is probably one of the longest climbs that I've done in a Zwift race in a while, so it's definitely difficult for me. I am riding the Zwift ride. I find that the Zwift ride is a really, really awesome training tool. It allows me not to have to take my bike on and off because I do use my current bike to commute uh, about 4 days a week. So it does come in handy. But yeah, we're still climbing and trying to catch the two up ahead, but to no avail. They're just way too strong. Oh, hold up. There's someone who's 9 seconds ahead. Yeah, that's wild. M from Japan. They just... yeah, they escaped us. But, yeah, we're climbing. 400 watts for me, 350, 300. It's way above my FTP. I'm really pushing it. And out of the saddle, in the saddle, doing my best. I think I probably need to work on my lower cadence climbing high power because I'm kind of weak on that part. I will mention that my heart rate monitor did fail, and that's why you're seeing nothing under the BPM, under the heart rate monitor dashboard. So is this considered cheating? I don't know. You tell me. Because technically I should be using a heart rate monitor for these races, as well as for my Zwift power stats. Get out of the saddle, try to put in a bit to catch up. I really, really don't want to get dropped here. You can see the, like, look at the graph at the bottom, the power graph. Like, damn, this is the spiciest race. It's an induction for me to the Cat A races, and boy, what a race it's already been. And we're just past halfway. I try to hold on. I think everyone's pretty much gassed, knowing that it's finally the end of the climb, so I really try to make my way up to the group. And I'm just dripping sweating all the way through. But I do make it, so I'm happy about that. Ooh, that was tough. Okay, with about 2 kilometers left to go, 26 minutes, 40 seconds in, we start the slight incline. And yeah, I want to say about, let's say 15 people in this group, 15 riders or so, and we all know that this climb is the final climb, and my goal is to just settle in, stay with the group as long as possible. Honestly, I'm gassed at this point. Like, I'm really struggling to hold on. You see my cadence is quite high, 107, 108. And I'm just trying to hold on, trying to make use of the flats, but also climbing where I need to. We're 29 minutes into this race, almost at the finish line, about 700 meters to go. And you can see a few of the riders, they used the featherweight power up and drafting. I turned on my drafting boost. I should have kept it in hindsight, but it is what it is. Just seeing everyone pop their power up, I decided to go as well. And I am like really digging in at this point. You can see others are just taking off away from me. And I'm putting down 400 watts while using the drafting boost. And it's still not getting me anywhere really. Like, The lightweight is what I needed for this one. I wish I used that one. I wish I had it to finish, but it is what it is. We close this gap a bit, but we're 300 meters left to go. And there goes my drafting boost. And I'm in 11th place. I try to kick it up a notch. We're hitting almost 500 watts, 500 plus. And honestly, I was hurting. 200 meters left, and you know, I know this is a Cat A race because it was this difficult. Usually the Cat B or C races, I have a bit of juice left to pop a little sprint at the end, but no, this one, this one broke me. It broke me, but nevertheless, you know, not a bad finish. 10th place in a very strong category. And this is, again, once again, Cat A. Like, I'm really happy with how far I've come. 270 watts average, 3.5 watts per kilo. Thank you everyone for such a great race. Cat A is no joke. Zwift unlock completed. I forget which stage, but it's unlock stage 2. We'll finish this one. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. And let me know in the comments below what you think of these races. And until next time, ride on and have a good one.